daughter-in-law or a parent telling her daughter that तुम्हें काम करने की क्या ज़रूरत है, you know, तुम्हारा मियाँ इतना कमाता है, तुम्हें देता है, या बेटा तो पीछे से तुम इतने खाते पीते घर से हो, तुम्हें काम करने की, तुम्हें पैसे की क्या ज़रूरत है. But we feel that women need to have money of their own, and they need to have, if not careers, then some kind of earning, right? Some kind of independence or understanding of finances.
Yes.
How important do you think it is?
So, you know, Amna, it's a double-edged sword. My mother was a stay-at-home mom.
Right.
Sana's mother was a stay-at-home mom. And in all honesty, I don't think that me and Sana would be the people that we were if we didn't have stay-at-home moms. So don't get me wrong, I'm never going to take away from the fact of a mother who stays at home and her first priority is her home and her children.
Yeah.
But having said that, especially nowadays, there is mahungai. And it is a double income family, whether we like to admit that or not. More and more people now realize that they have to have a double income. And it facilitates and changes your life.
Yeah.
And in the fact that you can send your kids to a better school, you can provide for them the things that they need. An iPad, which in our days was not there, but you can get them an iPad, a better phone, better communication. You can travel a little bit more. You can buy yourself a little bit of things that, you know, you normally
So
couldn't.
better life, a better
100%,
life.
a better life, a more enriched life.
Yeah.
But it comes at the behest of something else. So when people say, oh, women can have it all, no, you cannot. And I really want to tell you that that is a fallacy. And I would be lying to you and telling you that you can get it all. No, something does drop. As women, we are natural multitaskers.
Yeah.
And I feel men are not.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay,
absolutely.
so, but does that come at a rate of a high functioning person? Yes. And that takes its toll.
Yeah.
So if you are a woman that wants to work, I am your biggest advocate. But it comes at the price that you're not there for a lot of your kids' issues.
Yeah.
If they're not well, you can't take time off, especially if you're working for somebody.
Yes.
You have to come home. You still have to make sure the house is functioning well.
Yes.
Your husband is never telling the cook what to cook.
No.
You're never telling the husband is never telling the maid how to clean the house and what to do.
Yeah.
So you are multitasking on a very high level, and that comes with a lot of stress. So you're managing the house most of the time, and don't want to generalize here, but most of the time you're also looking after the in-laws.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because your husband is not doing it, and it suddenly becomes your duty to look after your mom-in-law, look after your dad-in-law, and the kids, and the house, and then you're working, and then of course you got to look good, and then you got to go out at night.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
And you can't say no to any of that.
And you can't say no to
You can't say no to
So
any
I
of
think
that.
as you get older and you get more confident, you realize that, hang on, I'm going to prioritize.
Yeah.
And then that is the beauty of age, is that you are strong enough to say, you know what, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
No, I'm too tired. I'm not going to push myself that far.
But that privilege comes with time and age and wisdom, I think, when you're getting
With
into
maturity.
it, with maturity, when you're getting into it. But also about the women who are at home and who don't have careers, who are not working outside the house.
Yes.
I think even for them, it is important to be financially independent.
Yeah.
Now, if your husband is giving you a monthly budget or a stipend, I think for women, it's important for them to understand early on in life that keep a little bit aside for yourself, keep it aside for your rainy days.
But everyone does that, right?
Do they
When you
though?
get the
That's my
Khane ka
question.
budget, I know hundreds of people that are always putting a little bit of money on the side. That's a woman's natural instinct to say, hang on, I need a backup plan.
Yeah.
Right?
No, but that is the message they want to give out for women who are not doing that.
Of
That
course,
they must,
of
right?
course.
They must. They must.
I'm
keep
a big
something.
advocate. Like I said, I am a working woman.
Yeah.
Sana's a working woman. Having said that, my daughter's not a working woman.
Right.
So you have to realize that whatever floats your boat. If you want to
Bilkul.
get out there and you have a lot to offer,
Bilkul.
1000%. And
Yeah.
more and more now, we do have a lot to offer.
Yeah.
Most women now are educated.
Yeah.
Everyone has gone to college. You want to come back and you want to put that money, 4 years of your parents' payment, you want to put it to good use.
Bilkul.
And we have a lot to say and we have a lot to offer. And like I said, I'm a big advocate for it. But at the same time, I don't want to take away from the woman who says, you know what, I want to stay at home and I don't want to work.
Bilkul.
And I want to look after my kids.
Bilkul.
Even that's fine.
But what I'm saying is that even that woman should have her own money.
She should.
She should.
Amna, it is extremely liberating
Yes.
when you don't need to ask your husband
That is the
can I
thing.
have X amount of money because I want to buy that.
That is
no,
my
you don't
point.
need to. You
That
can
is
walk
my
into a
point.
shop and say, I love that. Can I have that?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then you go a little bit higher, you can say, I'm buying my own car.
Yeah.
I'm going on a holiday. I
I'm
don't
buying
need
my
a
own
break.
diamonds. I'm buying my own jewelry.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So for me, it's very empowering. Of course it is. And then you try to tell all your future generations that, you know what? Being financially independent is key,
Yeah.
and especially of women of today.
Yeah.
How many women have stayed in marriages because they're not financially independent?
Absolutely.
You know, and that's a big topic that we don't
Extremely
talk about.
important point,
We
yeah.
don't talk about. You say, "Baithe raho," it doesn't matter. At least he
Yeah.
doesn't hit you. At least he's not a womanizer.
Yeah.
And you might be desperately unhappy,
Yeah.
but you don't have the financial means to leave that situation.
Bilkul.
That's a really sad situation.
Bilkul.
So I feel that it's very important. Get an education, find work, but find work that you're passionate about.
Yeah.
We know so many people that are stuck in a terrible,
And work
dreary
that they
job.
don't enjoy. Yeah.
You know, follow your passion.
Huh.
You know, and especially when you're in a creative field, it makes it a little easier.
Absolutely.
You know?
When a happy woman is a healthy woman.
100%.
And vice versa.
100%.
Vice versa.
And now mental health is the big issue. So you really,
For sure.
the big talk now is how do women balance their life?
Yeah.
How do you balance your life? So you say, fine, I'm going to take time out and I'm going to work out. I'm going to take time out and I'm going to meditate. I'm going to not go to X amount of outings
Yeah.
because your priority is you.
Yeah.
And only when you're happy and when you're confident can you actually send out the positive vibes to your husband and your children and your co-workers and at office. And you can tell the person who's very toxic and you immediately get that vibe, oh God, that person's really negative.
Negative.
Because there's so many emotions that are going on. So it's very important
absolutely.
to enjoy life, right? What are we here for? What's our purpose
Yeah.
in the world? Our purpose is to do good,
Yeah.
help out other people, be kind to people,
Bilkul.
and be kind to yourself.
Be kind to
We only
yourself.
have one life.
Absolutely.
What are we worrying about and stressing about?
But we
And
do.
What are we angry about?
But we do.
Calm
we
down.
do stress. Right? We do stress, right? And work brings a lot of stress
Of course
with
it
it.
does, yeah.
And you're in a really high pressure job and you're
Yeah.
on the go every day, all the time.
Yes.
You're coming from work right now.
That's right.
You manage to look like $1 million.
That's why I'm
all-
wearing red because I'm so tired. I've got a half-inch roots in my hair.
I do not see any
Yeah.
of that, but you manage to look great all the time.
Well, for us, for me and Sana, we both are 57 and 58.
Yeah.
So it's a natural progression of actually your body slowing down
That's
before your mind does,
inspiration.
right? so me and Sana have decided we're going to play paddle and we've decided we're going to play mahjong. So we're playing lots of things and doing lots of things that keep us happy.
Right.
We both are into sports.
Yeah.
Right. Sana plays bridge as well. So you are finding the outlets that make you happy. For me, I have my little band of my girl group, and I don't care about anybody else. And my girl group is my core group, and that gives me happiness.
Right.
And in our little girl group, then you're talking about different issues, and you're letting a lot of emotion come out, and you're getting a lot of positive feedback and reinforcement. And for me, that's all I need.
Yeah.
So otherwise, for now,
Yeah.
both me and Sana health-wise, we are alhamdulillah good. Good to go.
Great, absolutely.
Yeah.
But on a day when you have meetings lined up and you've got a really stressful day at work, you're not feeling great, and then a child is unwell.
Yeah.
How do you manage that?
So, again, I keep on saying, alhamdulillah, God has been so kind. Amna, we had a terrible reputation initially when we first started, is that at the crack of 1 o'clock, me and Sana would disappear from office. And
No,
they,
that was-
"कहाँ जा रहे
I
हैं? अभी
remember
तो
that
मेरा
time.
order करना है." Said, नहीं, बच्चों को उठाना है.
I
And
remember
it
that
became a
time.
joke. Okay, what the hell are you guys doing?
11 to 1.
Yeah, 11